Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night and that you'll enjoy the video. And thank you so much for watching.
Okay, so let's say it's not all men. But also, not all men are on our side either. So, if not all men are on our side, calling out the other men who are doing the things to us, then where are the men who aren't doing those things and are speaking up against those things to the other men? Because I don't see that either. So I have a hard time believing it's not all men.
That's because you don't have the intellect to realize that it's not all men. I'm gonna assume that you live in US, so I'm gonna talk about US. There are less than 500,000 cases of SA reported every year. If all cases were to be reported, the number will go up. But also, some of those actions were by repeat offenders, and some of those actions were against men. But let's use a round number and say 500,000 cases. US population is just over 330 million. Split that number in half and you have 150 million men. You know what 500,000 cases mean out of 150 million men? 3%. So explain to me how 3% of male population means all men or at best most men.
I have some devastating news about dating that I found out from my girlfriends the other day, so bear with me, you've been warned. Basically, the reality is that 80% of women are trying to date 20% of men, meaning there are more eligible women than there are eligible men. And that's just facts, so I hope we can agree on this. If you have something to say about that, then just please keep scrolling. You're on the wrong page. So those are the numbers, right? 80% of women, 20% of men, meaning it's much harder for us to find nice guys than it is for them to find nice girls. So POV, you're on a dating app, you're talking to a guy who isn't horrible, and you're like, yay! And eventually he does something weird or says something weird, and you're like, you know what, pass. Who do you have waiting for you? More options? No, that was the one guy you were hoping for because the rest were awful. And do you think that guy cares that you stopped talking to him? No, because guess what? He has several dozens of angels he could talk to next in his matches. So it's no sweat for him. He can just move on to the next goddess who's waiting for him. Talented, career-driven, funny, hot as tasteful, kind, compassionate, someone I would like to meet, a girl I would like to become friends with. He's got a whole bunch of them in his matches because 80% of women are trying to date 20% of men.
Yeah, but it's not finding nice guys or nice girls. You're looking at the profile picture on a dating app. You'll have no idea if he's a nice guy or not. And to be honest, those nice guys that you're looking for are not gonna be in the top 20%. But come on now. Angels, goddesses, talented, career driven, funny, hot. Okay, I'll give you hot. Most of the ladies that are getting those 20% are gonna be hot. But most of them are gold diggers, annoying, looking for money or looking for hookups. Just stop already with the goddesses and the angels. I understand that there are amazing women in the world. I know this for sure because I'm surrounded by amazing women. But come on, stop with the angels already. Most of you cannot find good relationships because you consider men being men while you consider yourselves being goddesses and angels. Worship me. Well, it's not gonna happen, and obviously it's not happening.
I decided I'm not giving a man until he asks me to be his girlfriend. I've been treated like too many times to offer my gift to any man. Thank you.
Well, okay, fair enough. It's alright. But how exactly do you think you're gonna get to be his girlfriend? There are about 5.5 ladies that are watching my videos, and for that I thank you. But if any of you are single, ladies, you gotta put in the effort. And I'm gonna let you in a little secret. If his knees are still shaking an hour later, he's gonna be looking for engagement rings in within a month. But again, you wanna do it or not, that's your choice.
I want a sugar daddy just so he can pay my rent, but like, don't buy me anything. Like, I don't want your gift, but like, pay my rent. Chavio?
Okay, fair enough, but you know, sugar daddies are gonna have some requirements. And most likely, they're gonna require what you said you won't do for a guy until he's gonna be your boyfriend. But hey, I understand. I mean, rent is expensive sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Sorry, this is just so funny to me. Are you seriously saying that we can talk about violence against women without talking about aggression from men? Because why do we always use the passive voice when we're talking about this? The problem isn't violence against women. The problem is aggression from men. The problem isn't with the women just like, oh no, I'm being assaulted by nothing, by the air. The problem is with the men who are doing the assault. So yeah, you kind of have to generalize all men to talk about the problem, because the problem is with men.
Yeah, so since I've just explained why it's not all men, I'm not gonna go through that again. But I just know there's a pattern and I can't get it out of my head. If you look at physical appearances, it's gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. Nose rings, short hair in the most weird colors, and sometimes face piercing. If you're ignoring all that and if you're looking for something else except for physical appearances, it's always gonna be an IQ lower than French fries. All the guy said in his comment is explain how I'm part of it. No one is defending violence, and that's your answer. That's the point you're trying to make, all men. Yeah, because we've never heard that before.
I am this close to booking a one-way ticket to Europe and staying there until further notice.
No, 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 you stay right there. The last thing we need is more of you coming here. Right, she says nothing, there's just music running in the background. I had to pause it for obvious reason, but let me read what she said. Hating men is easy when literally no man has ever been nice to you or shown any interest in getting to know you. Okay, fair enough. So it's not because of men did something, it's because men did not do something. When you say you hate an entire gender because some guy didn't approach you, what does it say about you? Maybe instead of all that hate, just work on yourself for a little bit. Get help if you need it to heal from whatever breakups you've been through. Work on your character. Be decent and be more approachable. It's that easy. Well, I would guess it would be easy, but obviously it's not that easy. Right. As a young female coach, all I ask from my students is to respect me as you would a male coach. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I obviously agree with you. They should respect you just as much as they would respect anyone else. But name me one male coach that is shaking his butt on TikTok demanding respect.
Okay, so you guys asked a lot of great questions about rosters and roster building, and I'm going to try to answer as many as I can. So, this is saying, what do you do if one of the men on your roster wants something more serious? Well, here's my question. What do you want? Do you want something more serious with that person? Are they the kind of person you'd want to be serious with? That's the most important part. You guys need to really, really focus on what do you want? What do you need? Okay, don't let the other person drive the full relationship. So if you have a deep connection with this person and you really feel like you want to take things to the next level, great. Have that conversation and exactly what that means to you. If you're not ready yet, you could simply say, I'm not ready for that type of commitment right now. I really enjoy spending time with you and I'd like to continue to get to know you to see if that's something that we could explore in the future. Super simple.
Jesus Christ. If you have a roster, you're not in any type of relationship. And to be honest, I cannot wait until you catch feelings for one of the guys in your roster and he's not gonna be interested in you in that way, or he knows he's in a roster and he doesn't care. So when that happens, come back to us and tell us how you feel. But until then, stop giving people advices on how to stay single. We get it, you reach the age where no one's interested in committing to you. Just don't put your bitterness on other people.
Do you even know that you're regurgitating the top speaking points of men's rights activists and incel groups? Why are you doing a job for them? Women are just as bad and abusive as men. Nah, they're not. Like, not even close. Look up any abuse statistics. Crack a goddamn book. Pull your head out of your ass. I don't care if you're on Johnny Depp's side. Stop saying this shit. You are harming women with this bullshit. You are making it harder for women to come forward because men have the goddamn corner market on abuse. And this trial didn't prove. And I love that you guys all say that this trial proved it, but what about the one in the UK where he lost, and he lost spectacularly? If you're a woman in particular and you're saying shit, shut up. That's it. Just shut the up. Because this hurts women, and men's rights groups love that you're doing the labor for them. Typical.
You can actually tell how much she loves men when she's replying to a woman and she cannot stop with saying men, right activists, incels. She did not hurt women. And comments like her does not hurt women. Lying about abuse when you're the one abusing, that is hurting women. Having just one single functioning brain cell in your head? So you're referring to the trial in England? We all know what happened in England. We all know who the son of the judge that gave the verdict is. And we all know who he's working for. Not to mention that she should have never been on that case because obviously conflict of interest. But I love it when women disagree with you because all we have to say is no, actually men. Or just shut the F up. Because, everyone should agree with you just because you say so. Otherwise, obviously, it's internalized misogyny, patriarchy, whatever else BS you're spewing out.
Okay, what's your name?
Moonlayer.
Okay, Moonlayer, prove to me that all girls are pretty.
But they're not.
What?
They're not. I'm looking at you. How tall are you?
5'6".
Do you have any kids?
No.
Do you want any?
Oh, but I thought you weren't into me.
Turn around. Well, you smell good, and I'm desperate.
Oh, the misogyny and the audacity of that man. Well, it happens. Anyway, time to end this video here. I made it long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy the video. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.